welcome to my channel. My name is Morgan. You can find me as Ramblin Needles on Instagram, Ravelry, and Etsy. Welcome to my podcast. Here I ramble about all things knitting and anything and everything I am currently obsessing about. Thank you for joining me. If you are a new viewer, welcome. Welcome to the crazy. If you're a returning viewer, like I say, you know what you got yourself into. You keep coming back, which I am eternally grateful for. So thank you. This is the follow-up podcast to my 1-year podiversary, which is still a little unbelievable. And that I think has the second most views on my channel than my, other than my original episode 1, which is still a little weird. But yeah, thank you everybody so much. It's been a little bit of a whirlwind. I haven't been feeling the best. We will get to knitting in a minute, I promise. It's been 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks since I podcasted that. I went to film and then my left arm started hurting really bad. So there was like 3 days where I didn't knit. I'm working with mohair and it's getting a little fuzzy. Yeah, and then I just haven't been feeling good. Not that I've wanted to knit. Not that I haven't wanted. I've wanted to knit. I have been knitting. I just haven't been. I don't know. I feel a little foggy. Not brain fog, but like my head was in a fog. I do have brain fog. I get brain fog quite a lot. Anyway, so let's start this off with, I'm going to announce the winner for my podiversary giveaway I did. And I was able to factor it all in from the comment on YouTube and Instagram. See? Brain fog. So let me get this to where I'm not going to stab myself because high sharps, I do that a lot. Alright, so it's Monday, the 10th of November. It's actually my dog Charlie's birthday, so he's over here staring at me wondering why I'm doing this. Well, I should be celebrating him. But yeah, so I attempted to film on Friday and I just had a horrible headache and just felt so I didn't. But I did end up drawing a winner when I thought I was going to podcast, and then the headache just got worse and it wasn't happening. So let me pull it up here. So it was, I screenshotted it. Screenshot. There we go. Okay, so the winner is Raven Diva 77 on Instagram, and it says her comment was, "I've been catching up on your podcast, #new subscriber, and your dog is literally a mood." She's like, "I'm not moving. Don't expect me to move. I refuse to move even if you ask me nicely." And she said more off the cuff vlogs would be great. And I have been thinking about doing more vlogs, so we'll see. So what you have won, or what she won, is this skein of Azrael from my shop. So I dyed this. It is on an 80-20, I want to say. Yes, it's on an 80-20, so 80% merino, 20% nylon. There still is a skein of this in my shop left. And then this bag, so this is my large Captain Marvel bag. So I will puff it out and show you the inside. So I'm gonna stick this back in here. I kept them together. There will be, I've got little stitch markers that I'll probably throw in and maybe some other things. But yeah, so you definitely will get this. So I will message you on Instagram and do that after this has been uploaded. So like I said, I didn't forget about it. I did a story on my Instagram today. I did not forget about the giveaway. I just wanted to do it on podcast on Friday and it just never happened. And then all weekend I've just felt kind of I actually napped yesterday and I don't nap unless I'm like seriously ill. So I'm like, I'm dying. I think that'll, but yeah. So, but this. Alright. So now on to the knitting content. We'll start with finished objects. And like I said, my wrist had me down for a few days and I got a wrist brace and it actually cut into my hand so I could wear it. So then I just thought I'll just take it easy-ish. So I did, and I didn't really knit anything. So for like 4 days I knit here and there, so it was ridiculous. Then I made something and ripped it out. I started a stuffed toy, a dragon, dinosaur. I think it was a dinosaur. I have the head somewhere. I don't actually know where I put that because I started the body and I didn't like it, so I ripped it out. But the head is somewhere. I just don't know where I put it. I wasn't going on a hunt for it. So let's start with, so in the last episode I had cast on the ribbing and thought it would either be a hat or baby sweater, and then I turned it into a little, just basic baby sweater for, I have a craft show in April, so I thought these might go well. I love the way it goes, because up here it's kind of blurred, but then it looks stripy. It is definitely not that blown out in real life. Yeah, it's more like that. But yeah, so just a little, like 0 to 4 months, 6 months baby sweater. This is knit out of Red Heart in the Maltese, Red Heart Maltese in the Icelandic colorway. 99% sure of that. But yeah, I think it's adorable. I actually have a camo one that I'm working on, but the bag, I didn't realize till I picked this up, is all the way in my bedroom in the back, and I don't feel like getting up and getting it. So it's basically this, just minus one sleeve. So if you picture this in camo, I'm working on that. I got myself situated. I didn't feel like getting back up and trying to have to get the camera, because I know when I get up I'll hit the camera and have to redo all of it, because we learned that from last week. So yeah, I will have that for you next episode. Then hedgehogs. I got 1, 2, and 3. Aren't these the cutest little things ever? Look at this. Where are your eyes? Your eyes are being, there the eyes, they're being kind of blown out. So I originally knit this, and then I thought, well, let's try colors. So I think colors make them cuter. So I'm going to make a crap ton of these. For me, for the baby, for the dogs, for the craft show. They'll be everywhere. It's just going to be a house of hedgehogs at this point. But what I like about it is they're all different sizes. One, I didn't stuff this one enough. It said to generously stuff, but I didn't want to overstuff. And I couldn't. I think I overstuffed a little bit on the blue. But, I mean, it's extra fluffy. It's extra fluffy. And then this one, but they're all like different sizes. They're like, they're not supposed to be. It's just how you do it, but, and how you stuff. But I like it. They don't have to be uniform. I think they're adorable. That's gonna be my what's that called? Thumbnail. Just me and the hedgehogs. Because if I stay long enough in one position, that's what it does. Because I don't actually go through and set thumbnails. Like if it's me, like, I will. But for the most part, it's what YouTube picks. Oh, okay. So yeah, so that's all the finished objects I have, I think. Yes. Oh, I forgot to say what I'm wearing. So what I'm wearing is my, I have no name for it yet, shawl. Might just stick with that, the no name shawl. I did get it blocked. I wasn't originally wearing this, but if you see, my shirt has Andy Black, who is the singer Andy Biersack from Black Rock Rides, but Andy Black's his solo thing. I feel the need to explain that. But the camera likes to pick up his face. So it was sitting, I was wearing it this morning and it was actually sitting next to me. So I thought I'll put it on and arrange it so they can't see it, because I didn't feel like changing my shirt. So yeah, but I did get it blocked. So I will take it off because it is, sorry, I thought somebody was pulling up my driveway. It's not, it's just the wind. So it definitely grew. And I had quite a few people tell me that they would like the pattern written up, so I might do that. I just have to figure out how to write it up. I don't really have, like, I'll have to figure out my gauge and all that, because I don't know, I just cast it on and went with it. So I will, and wearing it a little funny just so I can hide his face. But yeah. I've lost the other end. Oh, there it is. But yeah, and I did learn that I can take pictures with my ring light that I have. It's got an attachment to slide my phone in, so I can take my own photos. So, well, we're going to attempt that. So, yeah. Alright, and then let's move on to whips. So, this is not in a bag, but I know, so if you watched the last episode, you know that I said I wanted to make scrunchies. And the worst DK weight one, the Warcade, the worst DK pattern that I knit, I didn't like the look of, so I said I'll do a fingering weight one. And I didn't, I do have a bunch of fingering weight scraps in that I could have used from the fancy yarn, but I thought I kind of want these for the craft show to sell, and maybe even if they do well, put them in my Etsy shop or something. But I have this. So this is wool-like. Are you going to focus on this? Maybe yes, no. I don't know what it's going to do. That? Yeah, it's going to focus on her face now. From Loops and Threads, so it's from Michaels. So it's a fingering weight yarn. Super fine. One from Michaels. It is 5% acrylic, 15% nylon. It is so soft. Like, ridiculously soft, which is a little weird for me. But I already, like, I don't even have a hit where I can scrunch or anything, but I already know I'm going to like it better. So there is that. It's kind of blowing out. It's like a maroony color. It says color number 4, mauve. Is it mauve or mauve? I never know. I hear it different from everybody. So I say mauve, but it could be mauve. It could be mauve. I don't know. Say it how you like. I say zebra where everybody else says zebra, so. But that is because I watch a crap ton of stuff from the UK and it just stuck. I also say something else weird, but I don't know what it is, but my cousin tells me every time I say it, it's funny. But I never remember what she's telling me. But yeah, so this, yeah, that's pretty much a true representation of the color. And I have a crap ton of it, because I've made just one barley light that I made it for, to donate to a cancer charity. So I had like 4 or 5 colors that I made back last March. Okay, sorry if that's a little jumpy. I had to sneeze, and I will definitely edit that out. You hear me, Editor Morgan? Edit it. Last week I got lazy and I didn't cut the dogs barking out. I was lazy. But yeah, so I've got that. So I'm working on that. And then the only other thing that I'm really working on, like I said, the baby sweater, but that just needs to sleep. That'll be done in like 20-30 minutes if I actually pick it up and work on it. Is my everyday slouch. I wanted to say Saturday morning beanie, but that's not right. I don't know why I constantly want to call this that. It's the Everyday Slouchy Beanie by Tristan from Dragon Horde Designs and Dragon Horde Yarn and the girls in the Yarn Cafe. Yeah, Girls in the Yarn Cafe podcast. Sorry. Brain. So yeah, so here is that. So I dyed the yarn for it. So if you watched last week, you'll know my tale of woe. I originally wanted to dye up a skein of Walker, which is in my shop right now. And totally did it backwards. Don't even ask me what I was thinking. So it's more like purpley black with some gray and red. But I like it. It's not something I don't like, and it is working up really pretty with the, I dyed up the mohair as well. I did it, just a very light gray. So, with a few, little like, I was originally going to speckle it red, but it speckled, like literally there's like 4 little things throughout the thing that were I made it a little bit more purpley to go with it. So there's like occasionally there'll be a little like strip of not quite pale gray, not quite purple. But I think I like the way it's ending up. It's really pretty. So, and it definitely won't be the last one I make. I'm sure ants will want one, and you know, I'm one of those, oh, if you like it, I can either re-dye this or just knit it out of a different color if they want it. So, like, it's not the end of the world if I knit it up and go, actually, it doesn't quite go with my hair, or I'll just gift it and make a new one. I have no qualms about that at all. So yeah, so I'm still on the brim, so it's a folded brim. So I have like 30 more rounds to knit, and then I switch to the bigger needles and do that. So I am knitting at Magic Loop because I did order the needles. I didn't have, the original size I called for was a 2.25, and I didn't have that. So I checked it against my 2.5. So I actually just checked it against the sock I was working on. And figured out the gauge for that, and I was 1 stitch off somehow, because I thought this would be the only thing I'd use, a 2.25, and I don't want to have to order 2.25 and that it be not right. So I checked it, and I figured if I was way over that I'd order it, but I wasn't. I was like 1 stitch, maybe 2 stitches, which in the long run for a hat, I have a really small head anyways, so I have 21 inch head, and the smallest size in the pattern I think is 21 inches, so I figured it's not going to be the end of the world if I was like a stitch off in every 4 inches. Like, it is what it is. So yeah, so I'm knitting it on a 2.5 actually, and then the bigger size. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's been a very long weekend, and my brain's still not functioning, and it's like 12:30 in the afternoon, 12:34. No. So yeah, so there's that. And that is, yeah. I'm going to finish the scrunchie today. And then probably, if I really like that, make more. Next week might just be the scrunchie episode, because this week is the hedgehog episode. I just keep doing that, hoping that that will be my thumbnail. Yeah, anything else? I've got no acquisitions. I've been really good. I have quite a few wrist rulers in my bracelet. Thank you for commenting and messaging me on Instagram about that. I haven't quite taken the plunge, mainly because I'm trying to decide which color, and then I wasn't sick, but I just wasn't feeling good, so that happened. My battery's flashing at me even though it's fully charged, because I just took it out of the charger, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for knitting content that I have. Podcasts I've been watching are, the same as always. My girl Laura from The Lonely Knitter is doing a Kickstarter for Crafter's Balm. So, I have shared that in my stories, and you can find her on Instagram, you can find her on Kickstarter as well. And she podcasts, so it's awesome. So if you can't donate to that, then at least share it and get it out, because it's awesome. I already put my backing for her, and I've been sharing it like crazy, and I'm so proud of her. She has already surpassed her goal, and then she had, her basic goal to get her started, and then, if she hit this, well, she would do this, if she hit this, she'll do that, and, so forth and so forth. So she's real excited, and I am excited for her. So it's awesome for that. Woo! Yay, Laura! Yeah, I haven't been dying, so there's nothing new in the shop. And yeah, I think that's it. So I guess I'm going to move on to Ramble. If you don't want to stick around for that, I understand completely. But yeah, if you do, here we go. Like I said, I haven't been feeling good. I think I've said that like 30 times on this podcast. It's just the podcast of let me complain. But yeah, so I haven't done much. I bought Hobbs and Shaw. I bought on Amazon. They had it on the daily special. So I got the Blu-ray DVD digital combo for like 12 something with tax. And 2-day prime shipping. And next day prime shipping, actually, because they came out of the facility. So I got it the next day. That was a lot of fun. It's awesome. I've watched the trailer for Fast 9 probably 40 times now. And it wasn't until the 5th time I rewatched the trailer, because I saw a picture off of Lucas Black's Instagram that showed him in the trailer. I was like, he's not in the trailer. What are you talking about? No, I've seen that trailer like 6 times by now. I have not seen him at all. So I went back and rewatched it. Oh yeah, he's there. I was like focused. I was like, I will see him. And I did. I'm excited. I let out a tiny little scream when Han walked back through. So I'm excited for that. I'm just excited in general. I love it. I grew up on these movies. I remember the first one came out, I would have been 8. Yeah, 2001. So I would have been 8. And I remember watching it then when it came out, like not going to theaters, but when it came out on DVD, we had my cousins were a few years older than me, and they had go-karts and dirt bikes and all that, and then I got a go-kart, and it was amazing. No, seriously though, we'd go around that track, and I'd smoke them, but I had an old, like, my grandpa got it out of my uncle's on a barn or something. I'm not even exactly sure where this thing came from. I remember going with them, pulling it out of a shed, and we had to actually take a seatbelt out of an old van and put it in there because it didn't have seatbelts. It had a roll cage with no padding, so I had to put pool noodles on it. But that thing went. So I think that was before other regulations were put on. I don't know. It was fast. Chain fell off when my cousins would take it a lot, but it was fun. So I grew up on it. It is amazing. So I am very excited for that. I finished Sabrina. Oh. My Everyday Slouchy Beanie is living in my Sabrina bag from Lila Stiles. She has a Academy of the Unseen Arts one that, seriously, somebody buy this before I do because I'm getting weak and it's still in my cart and it's still there. And, my mom will kill me if I buy another bag. But, yeah, so. I finished Sabrina. I loved it. I'm in the middle of The Witcher. Let's see what else. I rewatched season 3 of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel when I wasn't feeling good last week on one of my headaches. So I get cluster headaches. So that means I'll have headaches for multiple days in a row. To varying degrees, which are not fun. One of the days was a migraine day, but I can't just take a muscle relaxer and go to bed because that's generally the only thing that will get rid of them. Because of the dogs. Charlie refuses to go outside unless somebody takes him, so I have to be semi-functioning for them. Yeah, so I rewatched that while laying on the couch not doing anything. Like, not even knitting, but it's still so good. I love it. If you have Amazon Prime, watch it. It's awesome. Let's see. I started... Excuse me. So I started a new show yesterday. I haven't finished the first episode yet, but I think I'm already into it. Yeah. Sabura. Hold on, I can check. It's in Italian. So it's a Netflix original, but it's in Italian. Something Blood of Rome. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Continue watching for Morgan. Thank you. No, don't play it. Sabura, Blood on Rome. I don't know. So I'm still one of those that I will watch videos on YouTube of like all the stuff because I can do it and they're fun. There's camera cut out. The battery's flashing even though it's got a full bar and I don't know why it's doing that. I think I'm gonna have to reset it. But some of those videos are better than like sometimes the actual movies. I don't know. They're really good. But somebody that I watch, she does a lot of Sons of Anarchy videos. And she posted that, and I will watch anything Sons of Anarchy, just so you know, anything. And I saw it, and I was like, ooh, this looks like it's up my alley. And then, once I went on Netflix and looked up the show, I was like, wait, I remember this came out, but I didn't watch it. Because I remember when it came out, I had to be in the right mood, because I hate watching things dubbed. Like, I can watch it dubbed in English, and then I won't have to, like, sit there and read the subtitles. But it bugs me, because I'm watching it, and the lips don't match up. It's part of my OCD, and it bugs me like crazy. So I will watch it with the subtitles. Subtitles don't bug me. Like, I know some people who hate subtitles, but they don't bug me. So I started that yesterday, but then I wasn't feeling good, and then I fell asleep. So that I listened to Lord of the Rings while I slept, which explains the dreams. But yeah, so I'm going to actually, when I get off here, I'm going to make Charlie his birthday cake, and then we're going to sit down and watch that. And gonna make a roast for dinner in the Instant Pot. If you have an Instant Pot, make a roast dinner. It is, oh my god, it's so good. Like, I will eat a light lunch so I can just smash that. Yeah, I'm trying to think of if I did anything else. I went to the doctor. I got different insurance, so I went to my doctor to a new doctor to establish, I don't know, get established at the doctor's office, I guess. Did that. I'm fine. Nothing wrong with me. Well, nothing new wrong with me. Okay, so the camera died and I can't find the charger. I have like 4 seconds. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.